Alright, so let's say you want special types of arrows, right? You want them to summon lightning, you want them to summon TNT, you just want them to summon something, you want them to summon another arrow. um, it is very, very simple to do that, and you only need like 2 command blocks, really. I mean, you can do it with 1, but it is the way I do it, it's a little more refined with 2 and just looks a little more polished and a little better. We'll start off by going into chat and typing /give @s command block. Okay, so place your command block. I usually like to place them upwards, like pointing up, just because that's where I like placing my chain command blocks. You'll know what that is in a second. So you want to set this to a repeat command block and always active. And those are the only settings you need to set for it. So now what you're going to do is you're going to type execute and press tab to autocomplete at E, and then with square brackets, type equals arrow, and then comma, NBT equals, and then put some curly braces. Now, inside the curly braces, you want to type, let's see, in, all lowercase, and then capital G, ground, colon, 1B, and then comma, capital P, potion, colon, and then in quotation marks, Minecraft, and then whatever type of arrow you want. I'll get to that in a second. I'll just use swiftness, for example. And then what this is doing, this is defining what your arrow is. So you're going to execute the command at an arrow, but only at arrows that are in the ground, and only arrows that are swiftness arrows. And this way, if you use potion arrows, you can have multiple of these commands running at the same time. So you can choose which, you can have like multiple special arrows in the same map, if that makes sense. Now you actually have to write out the command. So that would be run. Let's say we want to make a lightning arrow. It's as simple as saying run, summon, lightning bolts. And that is it. That's the first one, and that works perfectly fine. But you will see the problem in just a second, which is why I like having a chain command block after that. If I just grab a normal bow and a swiftness arrow, so now if we try it, see how it's just constantly summoning lightning? You probably don't want that. I mean, if you do, that's great. But I have a feeling you wouldn't want that, so it's a very easy fix. Just go back to your command block, place another command block facing the same direction as the original. So if your command block is facing that way, place another one like this. If your command block is facing up like mine, place another one on top, just like that. I'm gonna grab this arrow real quick. Okay. Now you want to set this to always active and a chain command block. So with this, what you're gonna do is you're gonna type, kill at E, type equals arrow, comma, NBT, curly braces, in, capital G ground, colon, 1B. And that's it. So what this does is, this is the command block, this repeating command block, the purple one, is the one that actually spawns the lightning on the arrows in the ground. But whenever this command block activates, it will also activate the chain command block, which will kill the arrow as soon as it's in the ground. So you'll see now, summons one lightning, and then it just immediately kills the arrow. And you can do this with whatever you want. Let's say you wanted to do it with TNT, for example. If you go over to your repeating command block, replace summon Minecraft lightning bolt with Minecraft TNT. And now, when it lands, you have an explosion. And that goes with any other type of entity you want to summon. If you want to summon a chicken, you can do that too. It works with anything you could think of. However, if you want that effect from before, where it constantly summoned lightning, but you want that in the air as well, then you can completely get rid of this chain command block. And if you go back to your repeating command block, I'm just going to replace it with lightning again, so it's summoning that. So if you go into your repeating command block and go into the very beginning where it says execute at E, type, Minecraft arrow, all that, if you look at NBT inGround, just delete that. So delete the comma as well. So that way, inside the curly braces, you only have potion Minecraft swiftness. And this way, it will always summon lightning. So you can really choose the effect that you want, and it's very, very easy to change. As a quick side note, if you don't want the command blocks filling up your chat, you can type /game rule command block output false. And that way, you won't see any of that anymore at all. Sometimes it can be helpful, but when you have commands running constantly like this, it's probably for the best that you turn that off. But yeah, that's the basics of creating special arrows. If you want to have multiple of these going at the same time, you can simply change the potion of the arrow. So let's say healing. There's a ton of different healing potions, so I hope... it might be health. It might be called health. And then if I grab an arrow of healing, hopefully... Nope. Okay. And probably it's called healing. Yep, okay. So you can have multiple of these running at the same time. Let's say you wanted one for lightning and one for TNT. This is the one controlling the TNT arrow, and this one is only activating on all healing arrows. So if I press Control middle click, I can copy the command block with all of the code inside of it. And then if I just change this one back to swiftness and replace this with lightning, you can have multiple of these running at the same time. So I should probably get away because this is gonna dig a giant hole. Yeah. So you could have any number of these running at the same time. I know there's a way to change the fuse for TNT so it's not instantly exploding. I forgot it off the top of my head. I'll probably put it down in the description. But either way, you have 2 or more arrows running at the same time. All you have to do is simply change the potion type and change what it's summoning. But yeah, that's the basics of how to create simple, like, special arrows. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.